Hello and welcome to the final instalment of Manchester Cultural Review. This is the last in our 5-part series and we're going to take a look back over the best bits. I'm your host Charlotte Dolan.
And I'm Darcy Myers. So, way back in programme 1 and 2, we went on location to two very different places. Let's have a look.
As you can see, lots of hard work and dedication was put into both of those pieces.
So, let's meet some of the team. Here with us now is India, who was the director for programme 1, as well as Katie, the location producer for programme 2. So India, let's start with you.
So you were the director and researcher for the Zipperbot piece.
Yeah.
What excited you about the place?
I think it excited everyone really. We have a big meeting at the start of the show and we decide what we want to cover and everyone brings their own, and it was nearly everybody actually said, oh, wouldn't it be great if we could go there? There'd been a few articles about it on social media and everyone just didn't really understand what is this concept. Is it a cafe? Is it just a free space? What is a free space? We've never really had one to enjoy in Manchester. So yeah, we were just all really excited about it and I made it my mission to get in there. So that was great, yeah.
So what do you have to do as the director?
As the director, script, storyboards, make sure everyone's comfortable on the day, just keep on top of your shots, and also in edit as well, and making sure it's coming together how you want it to come together, how your vision is being portrayed.
So as the researcher, what type of things do you have to research?
So I researched where it all came from, how it started, got all my information about that, what countries it started in, how many there is actually, because it's not just one or two. There's 2 in this country, but there's loads. 14 now. So it's just getting all your information together really and making sure that the whole team knows all that information, so it's everyone's on the same page and everyone looks really professional when they go into shoot on location.
So what do you think you bring to the group?
I think I'm quite organised,
Yeah.
at the best of times, and I can be very positive on set when needs be. So, and as a director, I'm quite easy to approach, and yeah, I don't really know what else. So.
Sounds like you did good though on your role. And Katie, you were location producer for programme 2. You chose homelessness. Why was that?
I think that it's like, for me, it's like a subject that's quite close to home. I've worked in the booth centre, which is where we filmed. I've worked there for about a year volunteering. So I knew when I first started this module that like I really, really wanted to film there, that would be like the perfect place to film. So yeah, so I wanted to share with the group really like a bit more about homelessness. I don't think that a lot of people do know how serious homelessness is in Manchester. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
And as location producer, did you struggle to get permission there, or did you have some battles with the homelessness, or was it quite easy going?
To be fair, they said to me that they never ever let anyone film there. It's quite tricky to film, especially homeless people, because they're vulnerable people. But because I'd worked there for so long, that they gave us permission to do it. So I think that we were really lucky in that we managed to get the footage that we did, especially with Christian, because it was quite a personal story of Christian's, but because I know him quite well and he's told me a story before, he was happy to share it with us.
And so we've obviously just seen Christian on the location piece. How's he doing now?
So Christian was addicted to heroin for 20 years, so he's coming off it now. So he's on a methadone prescription at the moment, but should be coming off that soon. So in the next couple of months, hopefully they should be taking him off it, and then it'll be clean, which is absolutely amazing.
That's good. Was it like a culture shock when you started working there?
I think that it was very, very shocking for me to work there. I've volunteered in places before, but I volunteered in Africa, so I kind of expected it when I did that. But to come in your own country and do it, it was just shocking that we do actually have so much poverty here.
Now, have you ever wondered how a television show works? Well, we at the Manchester Culture Review aren't ones to disappoint.
We certainly aren't. So, with a huge production team working hard behind the scenes, here's a look into what goes on behind the camera.
Hey guys, I'm Phil. NGD TV Studios, Manchester Culture Review, and we're going to be giving you viewers at home a sneak peek of what goes on behind the sofa. Come on. We're in the building where all the magic happens. Now, as you can imagine, when the production team are making amazing shows just for you, they get a bit worn out and tired. The key to keeping the creative juices flowing is tea and coffee, and a lot of it. This is where the production team comes to grab it, at the cafe when they get a minute's break. The place where all the pre-production happens is right upstairs. Let's go take a look. So, from the start of the pre-production process, everyone gathers, from directors to presenters, from producers to cameramen. All gather here at this big conference table where they brainstorm ideas. Once the ideas are set in stone, the directors and writers get to work on the creative sides of things. When the process is complete, which may sound very simple, but trust me, it's not. So it's time to get the show on the road and take it down. Into the studio for a rehearsal. Come on. Shh, go on. Well, here is the studio, where our amazing media techs using these big cameras to get the perfect show for you. In here we've got our floor manager and our presenters. Also, obviously our camera guys right here. So, Miss Floor Manager, what is it that you do?
I'm basically in control of the studio down here. I tell people to be quiet, I do all the timings, I make sure everyone's happy, and I treat the guests nicely.
That sounds like a lot to do. Okay, now let's go speak to the presenters real quick.
Hello.
Hey guys. Hi. So, see, with this going on around you, does it like overwhelm you guys sometimes?
Not really, I think I'm used to it now.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like you've just got a zone, you've got to get into your zone, you know what I mean? And make sure that, you focus onto the auto cue and the camera and everything else seems to go wrong. Obviously,
Excellent. We'll catch you guys later. Well, that was our studio where everything gets filmed. It's pretty interesting to see how many people are involved in this, isn't it? Well, it doesn't stop there. Aren't you guys wondering where the directors are? The director sits upstairs in the gallery, talking down to the floor manager through a headset to let them know what to do next and how everything is looking on the screen. Well, in there, the concentration levels are pretty high. You're gonna have to keep your voices down, all right? Cool. So, the job of director, what does it actually entail? Well, you've seen how everything is created and filmed. So what happens next? Well, we collect all the footage from a big server that the cameras record onto and take it into the edit suite where our editors work very hard to piece everything together so it looks top quality by the time it reaches your eyes. And that's it from me, the studio, and MTR. Bye!
Bye! We've really had some talented people on our shows. Joining us now is Jack and Nadine. Hello.
Hi.
So, Nadine, you were the producer for programme 4. Where did the idea for online social dating come from?
Well, at first when we all met up as a group, we knew that we were going to do homelessness because with Katie working at the homeless shelter, it was too much of an opportunity to miss, really. So for the second one, we wanted to do a bit more light-hearted and a bit more jokey. So we decided to do that, just about how online dating and the presence of our online selves and stuff like that is taking over, like, into the future, how we are dating and interacting with each other.
So what did you find out?
Well, it was really interesting, actually. I didn't think it'd go that deep, but like there's like a really big problem in, I think it's South Korea, and they're like going to go extinct in like 2750 because people are interacting like not at all, because everyone's just online speaking to each other or like e-dating and stuff like that. So it is actually a problem. I didn't think that I'd find out so much, to be honest, but it was really interesting.
So you went on the streets of Manchester to do Voxes. What did you get any interesting stories out of people?
Well, it was funny actually, because the amount of people that were stopping, like we got a nice mix. Like we had a few couples stop and like a few younger people, a few older people. So it was nice to hear. But we got an exact 50-50. What's the word? Comeback? Response. We got an exact 50-50, which was nice to see that although everyone is online dating and on apps and like Tinder and Grindr and even Facebook can be argued that it's like where people meet nowadays, they think it's better to meet face to face. So although some people are completely against it and don't go on them, some people are really involved in it but do prefer to meet people online. So it was interesting.
So it's really interesting. So what does your job as producer consist of?
Organisation mostly, which isn't my strongest point, so I've tried really hard in this unit, but it's been good because everyone's really been working together, so it's easy when the groups wants to come out, and because the homeless one was first and it came out so well, we really felt the pressure to make this one good, but I'm happy with how it's turned out.
Good.
Yeah.
And are you on Tinder or not? That's the question I want to know.
I'm not on Tinder, but I think I would be. But I just don't like the idea of being judged from one picture and like a tiny bio. But I would be if I was single, yeah.
And Jack, you were floor manager and you were lucky enough to get Irene on your show, is that correct?
Yeah, so Irene was a celebrity fitness trainer and she's 73 years old, which is insane. Still can do the split, still can do everything. She's brilliant. But I know her through family, really. So I contacted her because the show itself was about fitness and well-being and keeping and maintaining a healthy body. So we really felt in order to show a balance and a contrast between the old and the young and men and women and how they equally train, we thought Irene would be a perfect example to do.
And she's obviously still up and running. Well, thanks so much for joining us today, guys. It's been great chatting to you. Well, sadly, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for everyone involved, and a massive thank you to you at home for tuning in. We hope you have a great evening. See you soon.